We're on our way to sail to Africa, making a quick stop in the Balearic Islands to let some heavy weather pass. Honestly, I had written Ibiza off in my head as too touristy and too loud. But here I was in the off-season, wrapped in silence and golden light, and I realized something. Joy doesn't always come from chasing what we think we want, but when we start paying attention to what's right in front of us. From peaceful anchorages to dramatic coastline hikes and stunning old town views, this little stopover turned into something quite special. So let me take you for a spin around the island, and who knows, you might end up wanting to come back for more too. Today we're going on a little land adventure because it's quite stormy, which is why we're in the Marina, hunkered in, and we are actually hiring a car for today and tomorrow. And we're gonna drive around the island a little bit. So, let's go. A lot of the car rentals that are outside the airport of Ibiza are closed because it's low season or no season. But we did find one here in Eulalia, which is only maybe 500 meters from the Marina. So that is great. It would have been cheaper to hire from the airport, but then it's like 1.5 hours to get there. Multiple buses, I think 2 different buses, and like half an hour of walking. So we're paying 65 euros for 2 days for the car, which is okay, I suppose. I'm looking forward to be on the road and explore. Off we go!
And
take number 3! First we had the windows open, and that usually doesn't make for great audio, and Daniel would have been upset with me.
He would have loved it.
He would have loved it. So tried to do a second recording, but the camera wasn't on. So here we go again. Road trip! The plan for today is to drive from Santa Eulalia, where the boat is parked in the Marina, to the capital of Ibiza, Ibiza Town. And there we want to take a look at the famous castle. And then from there we're going to carry on to the Es Vedrà island, the Es Vedrà rock. And then before that we're going to do a little stop at a place called Atlantis, which is where they carved the stones out of the rock to build the castle. If all goes well. Maybe in between somewhere I can get some pinchos, because I love them. There's a bunch of marinas around Ibiza, and what is crazy is that, similar like in Elba, I guess, we also have crazy differences between season and off season. So here, for example, in off season, which we're in right now, it's $24 plus taxes for a boat of like around 10 meters. Then during the season, it's around $250 to $350 a night. So 10 times the amount, if not more. The streets just outside the old town walls of Ibiza are full of charm. Narrow lanes lined with colorful facades, wrought iron balconies overflowing with flowers, and that warm Mediterranean vibe. Then we pass through the impressive gateway carved into the thick stone fortification, and suddenly we're in another world. The streets narrow down even more, and the houses turn whitewashed and simple, with bright blue and turquoise doors peeking out between palm trees and giant euphorbias. Everything here seems to whisper, slow down and breathe and take it in. castle at the top dates back to the 7th century before Christ, and we stumble upon old cannons, remnants from centuries past, once standing guard against pirates and foreign invaders. And just beyond them, a breathtaking view. The sea stretching wide, and we spot a nearby anchorage that we have on our bucket list once the storm passes. Well, that was a nice little first stop. What did you like about it?
The city.
These are like empanadas, like little dough pockets with tuna inside. I lived in Spain in 2000 for half a year, in Sevilla and Salamanca, and I think what I loved most was the food. I'm very happy we're in a Spanish area. There's like 2 turns we had to take, and both of them I forgot to tell Flo because I was distracted from this slightly brutal driving.
There were 2 turns and you missed 3.
I was saying to Flo earlier, hey, isn't it great that we don't have to use paper charts, maps to navigate, and that we have such things as Google Maps to make life so much easier. The thing is, you have to look at them.
Or turn the sound on.
Or turn the sound on if you want to use them. In case you didn't know. Yeah, now we're on the right path.
Just grounded at once.
Parking lot, you go straight for a little bit, and then you'll see on Google Maps that there is a path to the left, which you have to take. And then there's a fork in the road, and I'm not sure which of the forks we're supposed to take. We'll try the right one. There's been very different reviews about this trail on Google Maps. Some saying it was quite insane and others saying it was quite alright. So we're gonna see what we think. It's definitely a beautiful scenery. Atlantis. The upper part of the trail is rocky and it does go down like a little serpentine. There's tons of little paths that you can take. They all seem to come down more or less to the same spot. So do not worry. You can't really get lost too much. And then it becomes really sandy. Right now I'm just walking on this massive sand dune. I think it's about 15 minutes, 20 minutes maybe to get down here. And it's gorgeous. Just across the water from Es Vedrà lies a hidden gem known as Atlantis, though its real name is actually Sa Pedrera. It's not marked on most maps, and getting here takes a bit of effort, but once you arrive it feels like stepping onto another planet. The surreal rock formations you see here aren't natural, at least not entirely. Centuries ago, massive blocks of sandstone were quarried from this site to build the walls and fortifications of Dalt Vila, the very castle and ramparts overlooking the port of Ibiza town. And what was left behind is this incredible landscape of sharp cuts and deep grooves and curious geometric shapes carved straight into the cliffs. Over the time, the sea and weather have sculpted them even further, creating natural pools and abstract patterns that feel otherworldly. We were lucky to visit in the off-season, and we had the whole place to ourselves. No footsteps but our own, just the sound of the waves crashing and the sun warming the stone. After the hike down, we found one of the crystal clear pools nestled into the rocks and couldn't resist a skinny dip. Just us, the sea, and this raw, peaceful beauty. It's one of those moments when I remember exactly why I chose this path. We're nearly all the way back up, and I was just starting to wonder if possibly the Eye of Es Vedrà is sort of on a lower level as well, and that maybe now we're just going up just to go back down a couple of bays over. But it seems that we have to go a couple of bays over and then descending again.
I didn't do the planning.
Well, so far it was pretty darn beautiful. And it's tricky because supposedly it's all like a secret place and this and that, so it's hard to find.
Here, right?
Yeah, slightly, yeah. No.
Ey, fahr nicht so schnell mit den Schlaglöchern, ey. Wir haben keine Reifenversicherung.
Ich hab zu dir geguckt.
Ja.
Okay, now to the right. Nine! We're apparently here.
We have no idea where we are.
No, we're here. Okay, I actually did find it on my Komoot app. So apparently there's a trail. Apparently it's here. It's here. I think here. Due to good planning, I did bring a headlamp because we wanted to see the sunset at the Eye of Es Vedrà. And I left it in the car. Ta-da! I think it's just up that little hill. It's already really beautiful from here. And it's only maybe 10-minute walk from the road. I think Flo found it. Ah! There it is. Find the Eye of Es Vedrà, and it's beautiful. Right?
Yes.
And we climbed down, we made some really funky moves that we decided we weren't going to film it because, we didn't want to show off.
Yeah. Don't do that at home.
Exactly, we don't want to encourage other people to do it. I mean, we did like crazy acrobatic things on top of it, inside it, through it, you name it. It's super windy, as you can tell. It's super high, and the rocks are extremely slippery. I have no idea how people dare to go. Like, I intended to go down to it, and I was like,
How much is it? 300 meter free fall? Something like this?
yeah, at least. I don't know, it feels like a kilometer. It's super high, and yeah, no, not for me. We got you some nice views from up here. Not through the eye though. Es Vedrà rises from the sea like a sleeping giant. Some say it's the tip of Atlantis, and others believe it holds magnetic powers. Myths aside, this place feels undeniably magical. This stop reminded me that not everything meaningful has to be far, wild, or hard-earned, and how important it is to challenge your assumptions. Sometimes it's just about showing up with open eyes and letting the moment surprise you. And more about that next week.